Hey guys, welcome back to a new Call of Duty Mobile video, and in this video we'll rate all the shotguns in Call of Duty Mobile from the worst to best in the last 30 seasons of Call of Duty Mobile. So we only have like 8 shotguns in the game, so this is going to be an easy one. But again, to be honest, I was never a fan of shotguns in the game at all, maybe multiplayer or battle royale, because I always edge towards SMGs and ARs more. Having said that, I'll be honest, there are a few shotguns in the game that I really enjoyed using the most in specific times, so this video would be purely based on my personal preferences, but also I will consider somewhat how effective those weapons are in multiplayer and battle royale. With all that in mind, let's get started. So let's begin with the easy ones. First, at number 8 we have the SYCO. I think it was one of the first shotguns in the game. It's very easy to use. It's an auto shotgun, but again very viable, very close range. I used to use it back in the time when I had the lower end device, or back when we did not have the gunsmith. SYCO stays at number 8. At number 7 we have the R9. I'll be honest, R9 is arguably the most unique shotgun in the game. It has one of the most unique set of attachments which literally no other shotgun has, and also when it comes to its fire system, it's kind of different. So it's an auto shotgun, but it is only 2-shot auto, and then you need to retap. So it's not even a burst, it's not even a fully auto. I think it's somewhere in between those. R9 is really good up close, somewhat viable in multiplayer, also in BR, but to be honest, it was never really among my loadouts when it comes to multiplayer or battle royale both. It stays at number 7. At number 6 we have the JAK-12. I hate this weapon, guys. It has no skill attached to it, but having said that, it literally can arguably be the best shotgun in MP and BR both. It's really fun to use, don't get me wrong. Like, if you're the one using JAK-12, it's really fun to just annihilate your opponents with JAK-12, but when you are at the receiving end of JAK-12, that's when you realize how bad this shotgun is. So according to me, it stays at number 6. At number 5 we have the Echo. I did use the Echo back then when we had the old health system in BR. It's still lethal, not as lethal as JAK-12 I would say, but still very effective. I believe Echo was one of the first shotguns which made it in the meta back in season 7, I believe, the one with radioactive theme. I think Echo got a legendary version back then, and I saw this being used a lot back in the multiplayer days, and it was a fun weapon to use. And the game has also released a lot of free-to-play skins for Echo, and that's not the case for the other shotguns in the game. It stays at number 5 only because it has a lesser skill gap than the other shotguns above the list. At number 4 we have the Buy 15. I think one of the most OG shotguns in the game, one of those shotguns that literally every other shooter game must be having. Really fun to use in multiplayer and battle royale both. Also, we get this unique mythic version of BY-15 in the battle royale itself, and it's only available for that shotgun. I think that itself is a really unique thing for this shotgun. Not among my favorites, but really effective, which is why it goes to number 4. At number 3, this might get really controversial, but at number 3 we have the HS-0405. Arguably the best shotgun in the game, one of the few weapons in the game that can one-shot someone in battle royale with maximum HP. I keep saying this term over and over again, but the reason why I hate it is sometimes it gets really annoying in battle royale. When you're like full HP, you're trying to aim well, and someone just hits a shot with HS-04 and you're down. That's unfair. The reason why this is unfair is we play a game which involves aim assist, so sometimes you don't really know if it really was the skill of the opposition or if it was the aim assist god taking over, and he might just run around and sprint around because there is no fatigue in battle royale or multiplayer in Call of Duty Mobile. So I'll be honest, HS-04 is not that effective in multiplayer. Among the one-shot weapons, I would say Buy-15 KRM are still better than HS-04 in multiplayer because it has quite a slow fire rate or a larger sprint to fire delay. When it comes to battle royale, I think it's really the most dominating shotgun. I think it got a slight nerf, but I believe it's still not enough. It can still one-shot people easily with 250 HP. Can be tricky when it comes to 300 HP in BR. So with all that in mind, HS-04 at number 3. At number 2 we have the KRM. I would say this was probably one of the first initial pay-to-win weapons in the game. It was only available through crates. Later on it released for everyone, and it really made it into the meta as well. I used to see a lot of people using this, especially in the Garena side. I used to see them using it in a competitive scene, and they're probably using it how easily everyone uses MAC-10 or CBR these days. Among my personal favorites, I'll be honest, very effective in multiplayer and slightly less effective than HS-0405 in battle royale. So considering all that, I had to put KRM above the other one-shot shotgun. KRM takes the number 2 spot. And at number 1 we have the HS-2126. Just like the R9, I would say HS-2126 is the most unique shotgun in the game because it is a burst shotgun, and it is a 4 burst shotgun, which makes it really lethal in multiplayer. The reason is you can just tap it once, you can just redirect the burst shots at your enemy. Again, it's really effective at very close range. Like when it comes to range, I would say KRM HS over by 15 are still superior than HS2126, but I would say up close HS2126 is really good, especially if you're in a clutch situation when there are like 2 or 3 enemies in front of you. If you're just lucky, you can just get all those in one burst itself. It's literally my favorite shotgun in the game right now, and the reason being, I put up a video on HS2126 couple of seasons before. I used the HS2126 to reach legendary, from like grandmaster to legendary, and I used this shotgun and I had a blast using it. There was a time I'm talking about when MX9 probably was the meta. I had a dedicated video for it, you can watch this. I think that's phase when I was using this shotgun made me fall in love with the shotgun, and it goes at number 1. So I think that's it guys. This was a video me ranking all the 8 shotguns in Call of Duty Mobile from the worst to best according to me, in my opinion guys. But I would love to know your opinion. I'm pretty sure it would be different from mine. Comment that down below. I'm really excited to know your list rating all the shotguns in the game for the past 30 seasons. That would be all guys. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way till the end, and I'll see you in the next one.